All right, listen up guys. When it comes to styluses for your iPads, you've got this minefield of styluses to choose from. Now you might be thinking, choice is good, right? No. I'll be honest with you, most of these companies thought they could do better than the lowly Apple Pencil, but most of them only managed to whimper. Now, I seriously thought when it came to styluses, it'd be easy to make a better product than this, because Apple's accessories are generally overpriced and underwhelming, but none of these really do any better than this. Now I've spent months wading through this swamp of subpar styli, and here's my top 3. If you want to know all the criteria that I test against, check out the pinned comment in the description section. All right, let's talk about number 3. It's this guy. It's Apple's newest stylus, the USB-C version. Now we could all see this update coming a mile away, couldn't we? Apple releases a new version of the iPad and we're supposed to dongle it. And after using this product for about 3 months now, I've concluded that I like this product. In fact, it handles a lot better than the top 2. But why is it number 3? I'll get into it. Now when compared to the Apple Pencil 2, this Apple USB-C is missing a few things. Stuff like wireless pairing and pressure sensitivity and the ability to double tap to change tools. Now before you get too upset, most of these styluses don't do those 3 things either. Now if all you're into is a bit of note taking and the occasional sketch, this Apple Pencil is going to be great. Now when compared to other styluses that I've tested, this Apple Pencil is a bit heavier, so it feels a bit more substantial. The battery life is stated at 12 hours, which is above average. And charging is not done through wirelessly, it's done through a USB-C port, which is kind of a pain in the butt, because this is awesome on the Apple Pencil 2. Now an upside with this cap is that it kind of acts like a fidget toy. Now the one thing I like about the Apple Pencil 2 is the length. It is closer to the length of an actual pen. Other styluses make it feel like I'm writing with a pair of chopsticks. I don't like that feeling. Now what brings this product down is the lack of extras. Other companies like these guys will include spare styluses, wireless charging things, and charging cables. But if you want spare tips for this one, you have to buy them. Sure, they're not expensive, but you still have to buy them. At $80, the Apple tax on this product is quite steep from my perspective. Now there is one caveat for this product, and that deals with the regular iPad. Not the Mini, not the Air or the Pros, but the regular one. On the regular iPad, the Apple Pencil fits really nice on the edge. It's like the only one that fits right here. It doesn't charge, it doesn't do anything, but it's just a good way of carrying your iPad's pencil. Like this is the Apple Pencil 2 and it just kind of falls right off. I'm kind of curious, who else has the basic iPad setup like this? Like this is really awesome for me, from my perspective anyways. All right, number 2 goes to this thing. It's a rando Amazon brand. So this is the one I bought a few months ago. This is the one that I bought about 3 years ago. It's pretty much the same product, but the box is maybe a little smaller. This thing did really well 3 years ago. It does really well this time around. If you're looking for a stylus that basically works right out of the box and costs a quarter of the USB-C Apple Pencil, yeah, get this thing. Seriously, at a quarter price, you get a charging cable and spare tips, which is awesome. Now this stylus fits right there. It kind of looks like an Apple Pencil. It doesn't charge through it wirelessly and you can't connect to it through this manner. Charging is done through the USB-C port, and unlike the Apple version, you can't hide it. Now one thing that the Apple Pencil has over this rando Amazon brand is that the battery levels for your stylus do not show up in your battery widget. Also, this thing turns off by itself quite frequently, so you have to turn it on all the time, which is done by pushing the top of the stylus. I really like this motion, though it doesn't make any noise. And when it comes to putting nub on glass, the tip of the rando Amazon brand is a little thinner than the Apple one, which means it moves on your screen a little quicker. And if you've got a matte screen protector, the tip is gonna wear a lot quicker. Good thing you've got spares. But Monty, it's like 20 bucks. Like, it's a good deal. Now, before we get to the number 1, I do have to talk about the best stylus for actual artists, we'll say. Because from my perspective, there's kind of 2 classes of users when it comes to these styluses. You've got people who occasionally draw, like I do, but take a lot of notes, and you got people who actually draw and are artistic, which is not me. The best stylus for creatives is still the Apple Pencil 2. It's number 4 in my list. Why did it come in number 4? Well, because at $130, this thing is pretty pricey. And with it, you're really only getting 3 extra things. Pressure sensitivity, double tapping to change tools, and, free engraving. Now from my perspective, pressure sensitivity is really only useful for people who actually like to draw. Again, note takers like me don't need that feature. And out of the dozen of styluses I've tested, really only these 2 have something similar. If you don't feel like paying $130 for this, I personally would go with the Zag product over the Adonit Note 2. This thing's number 5. It's got a bunch of issues with it as well, but at 80 bucks, it's quite a bit cheaper than the Apple Pencil 2. Battery life is terrible. And the primary reason why it's better than this Adonit Note 2 is, well, I lost connections so many times with this product, it was annoying. First time watching my videos, I do encourage you to click subscribe. If you're going to get a stylus, what do they do, Monty? Yeah, use my links. I'm a reviewer, not an influencer, so I don't really care which one you get, just as long as you use my links, because I just review things. That's what I do. All right, what's the number 1 stylus for my testing? It's this guy. Now, if you were to ask me 5 years ago if ESR was going to be an awesome accessories company, I would say, ha 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 ha. But lately, some of their stuff are absolute bangers. The ESR Digital Pencil Pro has a few things to bump it above my number 2 pick, as well as the USB-C Apple Pencil. First thing about this stylus is that it has a capacitive tip. So if you're tired of poking your iPad, you can just use the other side of this stylus and just, wee settings. Second thing that I like about this product is that there's a battery light indicators. ESR includes this little charge puck thing, so there's no giant hole blinking at you all the time. But that's almost a mute point because this thing charges on your iPad. But not on the regular iPad, just the Mini Pro or Air. But like every other stylus in my top 3, it doesn't have pressure sensitivity, and there's no double tap either. And there's spare tips. And from my perspective, they were a little quicker than Apple styluses. So you get all of that for 25 bucks. So if you want to know the full list of styluses that are reviewed, I'll keep it in the description section or the comment section somewhere. For some watching my videos, I do encourage you to click subscribe. I'm a reviewer, not an influencer. All I do is just figure out what the best tech accessories are out there. So, stick around and find out. Is that everything we got, Monty? Thanks for watching.